It's another convocation of the international energy sector, the 6th Nigeria International Energy Summit and the last under this outgoing government. Being the brainchild of this administration, this year's summit is valedictory and well in place for the federal government to give a scorecard of its achievement. From exiting the JV cash call conundrum to natural gas flare commercialization initiative, the declaration of decade of gas from 2021 to 2030, the AKK gas infrastructure program, the marginal fuels bid rounds, and more, the representative of the vice president speaks to one of the most profound and proud moments for this administration.
PIA remains our single biggest achievement in the energy sector. For decades, we were told that because of various vested interests, it could be near impossible to pass the bid. But we made it happen. What we did with the PIA, you will all agree with me, was simply revolutionary.
The conversation is on, and as the world pursues the energy transition agenda, countries like Nigeria have a domesticated ambition in the fray.
Here in Nigeria, we are committed to driving this transition forward, and we are working to ensure our energy sector remains a key driver of this economic growth and social progress as we imbibe cleaner ways of production and further domesticate the utilization of gas resources within and beyond our borders.
Decoupling the energy transition pursuit has produced a perspective for most resource-rich yet energy-poor countries in Africa to demanding for a just transition and energy accessibility. OPEC is making a case for Africa.
This great continent, Africa, has 120 billion barrels of proven oil reserves and 18 trillion standard cubic meters of natural gas. For countries to properly utilize these resources for the benefit of their people, investment levels must be adequate, whilst being mindful and taking actions to reduce the carbon footprint of the oil industry. However, movements by financial institutions to limit and stringently control how money is invested into fossil fuels under environmental, social, and governance constraints impedes the realization of this potential.
Another critical group in the Nigerian space, the Indigenous Petroleum Producers Group, is already setting an agenda for the new government.
The administration's agenda for the industry should be geared towards A, improving investor confidence through effective implementation of the PIA and strengthening of regulatory institutions. B, arresting the menace of crude theft across the Niger Delta, which still lingers despite recent successes recorded by the federal government. C, harnessing the nation's hydrocarbon asset, particularly gas, to catalyze and rapidly industrialize the Nigerian economy. And C, building a broader value-creating midstream gas processing plants and downstream refineries and transforming Nigeria into product suppliers.
At the close of deliberations, the conference is unanimous that countries like Nigeria will find sustainable means using technology to develop its hydrocarbon, especially gas, in meeting its energy demand and economic growth projections. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.